Hey, it's John. This week, I want to tackle going back to the drawing board and something very specific around going back to the drawing board as you work on reinventing your business. I want you to start obsessing about your customer, to invest in really understanding who your customer is. You know, we have this opportunity to kind of rethink the value of our business and how we realign what we do and the offers that we have to our customers. And there's a process of going through building a customer avatar or a buyer persona. Really what you're trying to do is understand your dream customer in a lot of detail and create this picture of that dream customer. Now, a lot of us are resistant to doing this, and we kind of make starts at it, but we never really get that picture done. So you may be in a position where you've started working on a buyer persona, an avatar. Your marketing team has talked to you about doing this, and some marketers, quite frankly, avoid doing this. They don't want to work on that avatar or that persona because they don't want to create this semi-fictitious character that puts a person into a box. Just this week I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. She's a great marketer, written a book on bringing together people within the organization or the power of bringing people together in your business to get great things done. And in the conversation with her, I could hear that she was all over the place. And I suggested to her that she works on her avatar, really getting to understand who it is that she's speaking to and who it is that she's serving. And she said to me, I don't like creating avatars. I feel like I'm putting people into the box. I feel like I'm creating these semi-fictitious characters and just kind of boxing people up. But I think we're thinking about that the wrong way. We're thinking about, when I create an avatar, how am I going to sell something to this avatar? I think you've got to flip that upside down and change your mindset and think about, how are you serving your customer? How are you serving your dream customer? And to do that, you really need to understand what's going on in your customer's or your dream customer's mind. What's the conversation that's going on in their heads? How do you get into that conversation that's going on in their heads? Most of us are trying to move away from a pain, or we're trying to move towards some kind of pleasure. And there's this conversation going on in our heads about how we're going to do that. So your job is to get into your dream customer's head and to understand how you can help them to move away from a pain, regardless of what your business is, or how you can help them move toward that pleasure that they're looking for. Again, regardless of what your business is. And only by entering the conversation that's going on inside their heads and thinking about how you can serve that dream customer can you really do that. So for me, the people that I serve are sort of three broad avatars. There are people, or my dream customers, who are really just trying to get their business going. They've been at it for a couple of years. They may be a solopreneur or a small micro business, and they just want to start moving forward. They want to get some traction. So I work with them to help them get that traction. Another avatar is the person who's been in business for a while and has a company, and they're approaching 20, 30, 40 people. But no matter what they do, they seem to be stuck as well, and they're just not moving forward. So how do I help them, that person, to move that business forward and create something of value so that they can step away from the business and they're no longer trapped in the business. They're no longer stuck in this owner's trap. And the third avatar is somebody who has kind of come to the end of the entrepreneurial journey and looking to sell their business, but maybe finding that the business isn't as valuable as they thought it was. And kind of underlying all of this in terms of Avatar, it's how do you build a valuable business can run without you? Because in doing that, it becomes sellable and it becomes something enjoyable, and you find the freedom that you initially set out to discover when you started your entrepreneurial journey. So as you go back to the drawing board and you start working on reinventing your business and getting super focused on your dream customer, don't make the mistake of thinking your business is about you. It's not. It's about your customer. Move from being product and service centric to being customer centric as you're reinventing. Have a great week.